shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me, I'm corrupted.
Get out of my way. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch, but still, no yardage. Okay.
It's complete. Stills. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
50, plant. Leo. 5.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Looking to throw it. Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Short little throw to Ebron. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And Stills bringing it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Wallace. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's caught. This is White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left,
more football.
Early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The throw over the middle, taken in. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down. Decision.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Fournette running out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 29, Carr, short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Ebron caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr completes it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Josh Allen in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Minshew. Sharks got it left side. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before this series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive hub. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Carr now on first down. Complete to Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Carr.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defense.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On play action, now Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. He's able to find Wallace. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Carr going to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had a great game. They have given this offense fits all game long.
Plenty to review, plenty to enjoy. How about the highlights that's going to happen out of this one? Big plays all around. A really well-played game on the defensive side of the ball.
Makes that film session fun for them, doesn't it?
Makes the film session fun and a lot easier for the producer and the director to pull out clips for the season-ending highlight video.
Absolutely. On first and 10, here's Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, now in desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are... All right, don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
We play to win. Let's go.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.